Hello everyone. Today we have Nipun Bafna with us. He's a XAT topper. He has scored 99.82 percentile in XAT overall. With his sectionals in QATI, he scored 99.8 percentile. In VALR, verbal ability and logical reasoning, he scored 85 percentile. And in decision making, he's again scored very, very high, that is 97.8 percentile. So today we will have a discussion with Nipun on how he managed to score so high in the XAT exam. Hello Nipun, welcome to Cracku. Please introduce yourself to everyone.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a lovely words. And special thanks to Cracku for giving me this platform where I can describe my whole journey to the viewers. Hi, everybody. As sir mentioned, myself Nipun. I've been born and brought up in Jaipur, Rajasthan. I did my schooling from St. Xavier School, and I have qualified NTSC during those days. And then to pursue my engineering dreams, I taken IIT Roorkee, and there I done production industrial branch. Then from there, I was placed at Tata Steel as a management trainee in Jamshedpur. I don't know, sir, what God plan is, because he wanted me to be there in Jamshedpur for the next 2 years or so, whether being in the company or whether being in the institute. I think this place likes me well, and I like this place too.
Okay, that's great. Okay, that is great. You being in Jamshedpur. So when did you start your MBA prep journey, and what are the resources that you utilize? How did you effectively use Cracku's resources in particular?
So, like every first year, right? Who is just thinking what he has to do, just figuring out. I was also one of them. I was just experimenting it, key what I have to do. I was just interacting with the seniors, and through the club interactions, through the interaction with people, I came to know that I like to optimize the already available solutions. I like to interact with people to get the job done faster. So I feel like key MBA is my thing to do, and then I started thinking. Well, then I started researching out key what are the MBA exams I can give. So I came to know about CAT, XAT, and especially for XAT, I came to know that there are decision makings there. There is QADI, which suits me well. So I started preparing for them. I started researching intensively for what are the coaching programs or institute courses are there to guide me. And so I started preparation in the fourth year, or you can say the fresh year of the company. So I was focusing key where I can have a good resources in a economical way. And second was that being from engineering background, I wanted some platform which have a good quant uh, section or good quant content in there. So through Quora or Reddit reviews, I get to know that Cracku fulfill both the ways. And now, as a Cracku user for the past year, I can also vouch for that. Key Cracku provides both. It's quite economical and its content is quite good for me. So this is how I came to know about Cracku, and this is how I started to learn that I wanted to pursue MBA. Keep coming around the Cracku resources particularly. So initially, when I was starting, I started in around month of March or April. So I have not dreamed about what XLRI looks like. So I was not so motivated. I was just lingering around. So at that point of time, Cracku's daily target, as well as the in the evening there was live classes and there was quizzes for that. So there was a leaderboard program for that. If you get high marks, you will be there in the leaderboard. So these two things keep me motivated for around 3 to 4 months. And another thing was daily articles. Still now I used to read daily articles. It become a habit for me. But when I came to Jamshedpur during July, uh, as I was placed there here. So I visited XLRI during its culture fest. I asked the seniors there. It has a very good placement stats, and the campus was very good. I was mesmerized. So I was very motivated, and then I rigorously started practicing. So at that moment of time, Cracku's sectionals came in handy because I was giving mocks or sections every week. So it kept me motivated and disciplined throughout 3 to 4 months of period. And another thing I mentioned about Kaku was its interface. So at the exam day, it was not look. I was not nervous because there was same interface for there. So it was very make me very calm. I was feeling like just I was just giving a same mock for it, and that's why I feel like I have maybe able to perform better. So I've these all features I feel like it was quite good.
Okay, okay, that is excellent. That is excellent. So, could you please tell about your ZAT section-wise strategy, your ZAT section-wise preparation strategy, your exam strategy, and the resources you used? How you even tackled all these three sections?
So in starting, I was not aware ki what I have to do first, because in XAT there is 170 minutes limit and you can uh, attempt any section in any sequence. So I started optimizing it. I started experimented in very ways, but at last, the main strategy I came along, which I feel that it suits me better, that it started with we should started with VAR, that is verbal ability and logical reason. So because of the two reasons. First, you are fresh. So in your starting freshness, you can able to comprehend the RCs better. And second, you're nervous at that time also. So instead of taking QADI or decision making section at the first, it will make you nervous, silly mistakes. It will make you wrong decisions making. So if I take our VLR first, then by reading the reading comprehensions, it will not only we can not only able to comprehend first, but we are also able to calm down. So I take VLR the first, then I take my strongest and most time consuming or time driven section, that was QADI. As I already told, it was a time taking. So I don't want to put the section at the last, because if there is less time in the third section, I need to rush those section, and if in rushing, there's always a silly mistake. And that's why I put DM at the last, because through concept video which I learned throughout the year, I feel out there is a framework that has been perfectly introduced by Cracku mentors and especially Sayali ma'am. So I was able to deduce the answer faster in short period of time. So that's why I keep in check that VLR is the first, QADI in the second, and decision making the third. But this does not mean that I do not keep timestamp there. I've checked whether there's a 60 minutes limit have been crossed or not. I keep in check key there is VLI has been done in the first 60 minutes. QADI has been taken in 60 to 70 minutes, and then there is the amount of time is left. I go with decision making.
Okay, that is great. So, since you have mentioned a very comprehensive strategy and you ended it with decision making, how did you exactly prepare for decision making?
Sir, as I already mentioned before, that the when I was learning about the decision making, because it's a different concept than CAT. So the concept videos that was given uh, in the Cracku Z resources, what quite up to the mark and excellent, because I can recall there was a newspaper published framework as remarked by the Sally ma'am, that if you feel like something can't be published in newspaper, you should not mark that answer, or you should not mark any answer directly. You should not fire somebody. You should not have a immediate response to it, or you should always put ethicalness over profitability. So these framework helped me eliminating two out of four options very quickly, and I was left with two options. And this was very helped me to fast track those answers. And secondly, I was taking help of my friends. So we group of friends prepared together, and we after giving the mock or sections, we discussed together that sometimes someone else answers might correct. So we discuss ki what the thought process they have, and sometimes we all get incorrect. So we discuss the analysis solution of the Cracku, and we got to know, okay, we have to think like that. So this all helped me to we can say fast track the decision making answers.
That's an excellent strategy. And now, since you already mentioned about having different strategies, what should you do, what you shouldn't do, this brings us to the next question of mocks. How many mocks you took, and what was your journey in mocks?
So as I told that consistently, I started giving mocks in the month of August, October, around there. So I used to give around 10 to 15 mocks, but I also give a large amount of sectionals. because I have to prepare. I have to go to company as well. So I got a very little amount of time during my weekdays. So I also focus on more on the sectionals. So at the start, always you have a downfall. You are not able to know key what to do. But through consistent efforts, and I used to mark my accuracy in the section. I used to mark key what can be done right at the next time, what has gone wrong. So it helps me keep in track of my previous course, and through that I was able to come out, and then after sometimes I was able to score at par with the results I want.
So that is excellent. Now, coming to one of the last questions, your exact D-Day strategy, if you were nervous the day before, and how you even approach the exam center. You currently, you just visualize this is your ZAT exam. What did you do from the day before? You did so many mocks, and how did you tackle the exam?
So I would be honest, a couple of days back I was very nervous because I was not able to sleep because I was figuring out key what would happen if my Z exam does not go well, or there was numerous thoughts. But I watched one of the shorts of Cracku in which Maruti sir was saying that till now what you have done is you have done. If you will see any unknown subject or unknown topic from now, it will make you panic, nothing else. So instead of that, you should just keep calm, keep memorizing the formulas you have already done. So I was just doing that. And funny thing happens that at the day before the exam, I was just partying with my friend because it was a birthday party of my friend, so I was there. In the morning, I woke up early. I visited the temple, I prayed, and I have already seen my test center 2 days back, so I know where I have to go. And at the exam day I was there. I was for 30 minutes. We have to be there before starting of the exam. So I just chanted and kept my focus and calm. And then the exam seems very calm because there was the same interface I already mentioned about. So I was not panicking. I know what I have to do. I was confident because I've given so much of mock tests in the Cracku mocks, so I know ki I will do good. So by doing that, I think I've done pretty well.
That is excellent. You've actually done pretty well. You've scored very, very high. So let's talk about. Can you tell me one good resource of Krakow which you found the most useful?
So if I have to mention one, because there are various, but if I have to mention first, it would be daily article for sure, because daily article makes me know work. Initially, I am a sports enthusiast, so I like to read articles related to sports or anything. But after coming to the daily articles, I was able to know about various concepts. There was philosophy, psychology, science-based more content. So it keep in check because my VRC, as you can see among all the sections, my VALR or VRC is not at par with the others. So Cracku resources, especially daily articles, make me come from I think 30-40% percentile in the start to 85 percentile or 95 percentile at the end. So it pushed me to a limit. Till now, if you see my other tab, I have daily article. I still see what are the upcoming things are there because that also have GK. So if you want to know what is the current affair, sometimes daily article also contains the current affair, what is going on USA, what is going on Iran. So I feel like daily article is one of the best Cracker resources. Beside this, daily targets because it keep you consistent. Consistency is the key. So I feel like daily target, and if I have to rank any other thing third, it would be the leader, the gamified version the Cracku had, then the leaderboard skill, because it always keep you enthusiastic, motivated, ki, or even the leaderboard. And if you're not, I was always try to keep up ki what the thing I have done wrong. So I think this is the third thing I feel like it's very great.
Great. So Nipun, any calls you've received through that examination?
Yes, sir. Beside other institute, I got all calls from XLRI, being in Jamshedpur, Delhi, or Bhubaneswar, and I got calls in business management and international business management.
You were done with the interview, right? How was your interview experience? If you could shortly just say.
So it was quite mesmerizing because I was not. I was very nervous, but at the same time excited because it was something new. I would be exploring it. So I have somewhere learned that they ask very common sense or observational things. So I was there. I reached to bike and I was entering in the interview hall. So it started with a common group discussion on a topic, and then you have to write on those topic for 15 minutes. But in the interview, after knowing that I am from Tata Steel, they ask some questions like, because they have the same concept. The Tata Steel and the XLRI, they both prefer ethicalness over any other things, ethicalness, safety. So they were questioning about that, and then there was an immediate observational question. Ki they told me, "Do you know the number of your bike or scooty through which you have come, the mode of transportation?" So it was very uh, you have to answer it immediately, or you have to go with a certain answer. So instead of asking that, commenting on that, we can say switch it off. Like I have booked through an online platform, so I can tell you the number through that. I have you can give certain witty answer, but they ask you around certain observational questions, and then they ask more about academics and your company. So I was able to give all those answer, and which I have not able to. Sincerely said that I'm not aware of it, and then answer something, but make sure that I'm very honest with them. So they like that part about me.
Okay, that is great. That is excellent. Now, before we wrap it up, any advice for the upcoming aspirants?
Sir, as I told before also, I feel like consistency is the key. You may score less during the initial days. It's fine. You should be there. You should linger upon there. You will score high later on for definitely. And second thing, I feel like instead of giving a lot of questions, instead of preparing 1,000 questions, you should just prepare for 100 questions, but analyze those 100 questions rigorously, because those 100 questions with proper analysis is far better than giving just 1,000 questions without knowing what you have done before or what mistakes you have done before. So I feel like these both are the best thing: consistency and proper analysis, proper insights of what you have done.
Okay, that is great, Nipun. So thanks for your time. It was a lovely session with you. All the best for your future, and looking forward to uh, seeing you as a manager, and preferably you will enter XLRI Jamshedpur, your dream B school.
Thank you so much, sir. I hope that my this whole journey would inspire somebody take cracks and achieve their goals. Thank you, Cracku, once again.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, sir.